Oh, people are here. Okay. Hello. I'm sorry if I sound a little tired. I just came from the bathroom right now. I wasn't using the bathroom, by the way. I was just washing my hands. Sorry about that. I think my internet was acting, and it just, it was like, oh, reconnecting. And yeah, we lost people from that. Sorry about that. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised it hasn't happened before. Because here at my house, we have really bad internet. So, like, sometimes, like, mostly at night, sometimes it just cuts out. And it stays like that for like hours on end. I'm talking like 2 hours maybe. So I have to live like a heathen and just like use either my phone's mobile network or just survive without Wi-Fi, which honestly is harder than it sounds because I'm pretty sure some of us have lived before the days of the internet and were able to, go about your life without having to check Twitter for the 50th time that hour. But I don't know. There's something about it. Maybe I'm just too connected. Maybe I have to stave off of my electronics for some time. I remember this one. Hold on. We should probably save that for later because I'm pretty sure some people probably got kicked out or something after that happened. But I don't know. Oh, well, chat's back. I was trying to like look for it, but it wasn't showing anything. So let's see. We have a few guests here. Let me take a look. See. The Fresh Bluebirds here. Wayfinder is here. Poklon Inc. is here. And he says, whoa. We also have Willy Wombi as well saying hype and hello. Hello. And Lord Anxiety. Man, talk about, that's just like my nickname right there. He's saying PogChamp. And it's Tater Totter. Hi, son. How are you doing? Oh no, Fresh Bluebird, don't leave. You got to go to school. Is it like Zoom? You could just have me in the background, and I could just engage in your classroom conversation. You'd be like, yes, I do know the square root of two. It's two. Actually, I don't know. Any math whiz that know what the square root of two is? Is that even possible? Is it too low of a number? I haven't math in like so long. I think the last math class I had was 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I think. Wait. Yes, 3 years ago. Now it makes sense. Yes, I could see you, Poklon. I could totally see you right now. And Vlay Roma is saying bathroom speed run. Yes, indeed it was. Like I turned on the stream and I realized, oh my God, because like earlier I was messing with my bike and I realized at the last moment that the live stream was gonna start, and I was like, oh shoot, I gotta run inside, and then I like set everything up, my like tablet and everything, and I realized, oh my God, my hands are so like disgustingly black and disgusting, so I had to like run over there and clean my hands really quick. But that's all said and done. Thankfully, this is all going on right now. And oh no, sorry, Dad, it's 3 a.m. and I have school later. No trialas. Oh my God. What time is it over there? But that's okay. You could go to sleep. No need to. I don't need you to stress yourself out to just attend the stream. I mean, it's just me, and I'm just drinking a water bottle. And that's it. Water's pretty good. Let's see. First off, I should probably say, I know last stream, I don't know how many of you attended it. I think just one person. But last stream, I want to apologize because I never exactly stated what I was going to be doing last time. And when it happened, it was just all, it was that. And I'm pretty sure not many of you were very excited about the last stream I had because all it was just me reading a script for Superbad for nearly 3 hours. Like, I had lost track of how much time was passing. And when I looked at like the stream, the VOD, as well as afterwards, because YouTube gives you like statistics and stuff about like, oh, let's see how many people have attended and like total hours or something that were viewed altogether, and like it was 2 hours and 48 minutes, which is crazy because Superbad, the movie Superbad, is just barely over 2 hours if we're including the no, not even 2 hours. I think it's almost like an hour and 58 minutes. So I was so slow that I was like 1.5 times longer than the movie. And like that was crazy. Like I scrubbed through the video too, and you could see the light and the shadows like real time visibly change. And god damn, I can't believe I did that in one sitting. That was crazy. That's definitely something I got to cross off of my bucket list because that was something I kind of wanted to do for a while. And I know some of you probably weren't too hyped about it, but I apologize. That is never going to happen again. That was just a one-time thing I wanted to do to celebrate Superbad's anniversary, and it went by okay. Except for like near the end where my stepdad arrived from home because I took too long and I started too late. And like he came at the worst possible moment in the script where the sex scenes started to happen. And so like I have to talk about like I had to talk in place of Becca, and that got really weird because like, oh, I have to talk about finger banging me and just like how I want like some dude's dick, and like he's just walking in and he's a very Christian man, so it was really awkward afterwards. I think the first thing he asked me after I like ended that stream, and I ended that fast, like as soon as I could, like as soon as the script was done, I was like, thank you for watching, bye, because he was in the kitchen and he was just like cooking already, and I did not want to make it awkward for him. But yeah, let's see. That's all I have to say. I kind of rambled on a little too long, but whatever. Anyways, let's look at chat. By the way, I'm so sorry about that. Like some people were like leaving messages and stuff in the chat during that, and I couldn't talk to anybody because like I kind of wanted to make it like a commitment. And here I go rambling again to like not engage with chat. Like I broke that at the start when I asked like, "Oh, can anyone hear me?" And I didn't want to do that originally, but I ended up doing it because I realized that if no one could hear anything, that would be pretty much a waste of 2 hours or whatever. So yeah, this stream is definitely going to be 100% more user interactive, I guess you could say. But let's look at chat. Willie Womby says there is a damn lot of stream delay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Wi-Fi is not going well. I've been looking into probably upgrading my Wi-Fi or my internet in general, but there's some issues that arose from that because originally before I started paying for the internet, my mom was paying for it, and she applied and signed up for it with a username and password that she totally forgot. So there's no way I could get into it. Like I'd have to call, but calling sucks. I'd rather do everything over the internet because it's more convenient and I don't have to talk to a human being, because dealing with like people like customer service for like internet service providers seems to be really difficult for some reason. Except for, I don't know. Well, there was this one time where I called them and I was just like, "Hey, can you change my payment thing to my card?" And they're like, "Sure, okay." And they did it pretty easily, but maybe that was just a one-time thing. I don't know how it's going to be having to reclaim like basically our access to the internet and our account, because things like that get pretty tricky because you're dealing with a service and you're dealing with like payment plans and all that. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that doing that's going to be a pain in the ass. So I'm delaying it as much as possible. Unfortunately, that's, the conflict of, having to have good internet and doing a stream is going to, start happening. And that's why there's a lot of stream delay, and I apologize. But hopefully in the near future, I could get that 900 megabits per second thing going on, because dang, have you seen like some people's internet? It's crazy. It's crazy pants how fast it could get. Like, I remember, I think I did a speed test recently, and it was like 20 megabits. It's slow. It's very slow here in California. Let's look at chat. Shineman7 says F, which I think is in relation to my stepdad, who has to deal with my horrible crap. MC Grope says, finally, I'm early. Welcome to the stream, MC Gropes. We got nothing to do except talking. And hold on, before it disappears. And then that Smub just says hello, hi. And MC Grope says, hey there. Shineman7 says, internet provider customer support is the worst. It is. Have you guys seen like, all right, this is gonna date me, but like, have you guys seen like, I forgot what it is, American Online? Like, there's this video of this guy, like, it's audio, but like, in video format, of this guy trying to cancel his internet service with AOL, and they're like doing the utmost to try and keep this guy on their service. And like, you could tell that the guy's just like, just take me off, just get rid of my plan, please, I don't want this anymore. And they're like, oh, we'll give you 50% off for the next 3 months. And he's just like, no, I don't want that. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And they're like, I'll suck your dick, I don't know. And like, I think it was like 10 minutes long until they eventually, conceded and just got rid of his service. And stuff like that really scared me, because it's just like, am I going to have to deal with this in the future when I become an adult? When I don't want to have to deal with Spectrum's crap anymore? Is it going to take me 50 hours just for me to just like talk to some dude and be like, no, I don't want to have 20 megabits per second internet anymore? And he's like, are you sure? But customer service is like that a lot, because, I think they have to deal with, or the workers there, they're paid off of commission, I believe. So of course they're going to want to have you, staying on their service. And I think if they keep you on their service, they get probably some extra cash. I don't know. I don't work for commission or anything. So yeah, I'm probably just talking out of my butt, but whatever. Let's talk about stuff I do know. How have you guys been? Everything good? Actually, where are some of you guys located at? Because I know No Trialis says it was 3 a.m. when we started, and he said he couldn't come with us because he's got school in the morning later. But like, yeah, Greece. Shineman's in Greece. Holy crap. Kevin Chung is in Austria. What's it like in Austria? I know Arnold Schwarzenegger's from there. Is it kind of like Australia, but like missing an L and an A and an I? I wouldn't know. Serbia says Nenad Smudja. Wow, Serbia. In Russia? What's it like over there? Is it snowing a lot? Oh, by the way, Russia. Okay. I got a question, Nenad. So at work a few days ago, me and my coworker were talking recently, and he called me, because my name is Michael, as some of you probably already know. He called me Mikhail, and I was wondering, is that actually like a name in Russia? Because I was telling him, like, because I heard it in what was it? Grand Theft Auto 4. One of the characters in Grand Theft Auto 4 is named Mikhail, and I think he's Russian, I think? He's some sort of Eastern European. But I was wondering, is that a name that's, by chance common there? Maybe not common, but like, does it exist? Oh, I sound stupid now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Because I thought, wait, what am I thinking of? What is Serbia? Is Siberia? Wait, is it Serbia or Siberia? I don't know anymore. Okay, maybe this shows that I don't know anything about geography, world geography, or anything. Because Serbia. Now that I think about it, I don't think Serbia is Russian. I feel terrible. All right, yeah. Danner the Wolf is correcting me. Siberia is in Russia. Oh my God, I feel stupid. All right, we'll put that on the stream archive. One of them highlights. Michael doesn't know what Serbia is. I do know what a Serbian film is. And by the way, don't look that up. It's terrible. If some of you already know, just encourage the chat not to look it up because it's terrible. It's a movie, by the way. If that wasn't clear, but it's bad, very bad. I don't even think you could buy it. I think it's like so bad that they had to outlaw it. It's basically like the Human Centipede, but worse. There we go. Yeah, Nenad knows. Did you live through a Serbian film? Okay, that might be offensive. I'm sorry. I take that back. Okay, anyways, let's take a look at chat. I'm so sorry, Nenad. Dander the Wolf is Midwest America. So he says Ope a lot. Ope? What's Ope? Is that like, is that, Ope. Ope! I know that's like an exclamation. It's somewhat used in Greece, but not a lot, says Shine Man. Oh, I guess. Really? Mikhail? Now I'm really curious. Okay, you're telling me it's bad, makes me want to watch it. MC Gropes, don't do it, don't do it. You stay away from that Google search bar right now. Don't type it in. Don't look it up. Actually, you probably can't watch it, but there's definitely footage there on websites like LiveLeak and stuff. Does LiveLeak even exist? I don't even know. But yeah, stay as far away from a Serbian film as you can. Whew. Well, wow, there's quite a few people that are not in America, because I'm in America, so it's kind of crazy seeing that there's people watching this Californian dude just talk about basically nothing, and yeah, cool. 2N6 says, have you played Persona 4 Golden and how long did it take? I actually did. I played pretty much every single Persona game except for some of the spin-offs, like the dancing games. I haven't played Q2 yet, but oh yeah, and I haven't played Eternal Punishment, but I'm waiting for the PSP translation, which is going quite well, by the way. There's a lot of progress going on. And to answer your question, yes, I did play Persona 4 Golden. Really great game, by the way. If some of you haven't played it, I highly recommend it. And to answer your second part, for how long it did take me, this is a little embarrassing, but I think it took me like 150 hours. Now let me justify why it took so long. It's because I really like walking around I like walking around Inaba. It's very calming and stuff, and just being able to listen to the music and all that. It really it's very atmospheric. I love Inaba. I think it's probably, to me, probably the most interesting location in the Persona series, just because of the fact that it's a rural city compared to like Tatsumi Port Island or Tokyo. Tokyo is probably the least interesting. Like, it's cool how they replicated it and everything, but it's so overdone. Like, I know why they chose Tokyo. I feel like it's more of like how should I say, more of a way to like ease in Persona fans into the SMT series. Because if you kind of look at Persona 5 and kind of compare it to like the past two Persona games, 3 and 4, it's very different. And there's a lot of SMT stuff that's going on with it too. Like it's in Tokyo, obviously, and it takes place not in a very specific year. It takes place in 2000XX, or is it 2000X-teen? I don't know, but like that's something that's very common in, SMT, obviously, as well as, guns, talking to demons and stuff and fighting demons, or personas or shadows, I should say. So that's one of the reasons I feel they probably chose Tokyo, was so that way people, when SMT5 comes out, people will be more used to it. And that was definitely quite a bit of a ramble, but let me see. Yeah, it took 100 something hours. It's really long. And Persona 5 took me over 200 hours, which is probably even worse. I played the OG Persona 4. How different is it? Persona 4 OG, I honestly never played. I've been meaning to buy it just, for having it, but I think the main difference is that it's missing the extra dungeon. Marie's not in it, and as well as her social link. And Adachi's social link it's not in Persona 4 PS2, right? I think it was new. Yeah, it was new. Adachi and Marie's social links aren't in the original Persona. And there's probably like a few quality of life differences. Oh, and you could go outside at night in Persona 4 Golden. That's one of the biggest difference that they had in that. And one of my favorite differences too, because, why can't you go outside just because Dojima doesn't want you to? I'm like 14. Just let me go. But no matter which Persona 4 version you play, they're both really good. Persona 4 in general is just a really good game. But Persona 4 Golden being on PC makes things a lot more accessible. So if you have a PC that can run Windows 10, then I think you should be able to play Persona 4 Golden. So I would suggest that's like the way you play it, because there's all that extra content and all that. And let's move on to another comment. Shineman7 is asking me what my favorite Persona game is, and I want to think that it's pretty common. Oh, sorry. Let me check this really quick. Oh, yeah. Just a text, but my favorite Persona game is Persona 3. I just really like the theme of it, and the characters I really enjoyed quite a bit. It's probably my favorite cast in the Persona series, just because of how well developed and fleshed out they are throughout the story. Because I feel like one of the problems in 4 and 5 was that the characters, after their dungeons, they're kind of put on the wayside for the next new character, to be introduced. Whereas in Persona 3, there was a lot of character development. Characters are not fully revolved around the protagonist, like they're hanging out on their own. Like Mitsuru and Yukari's, their friendship and stuff, that was really good. As well as Akihiko and his stuff that he had to deal with. I loved it. I loved it a lot. So, yeah, that's definitely my favorite Persona 3. Oh, yeah, and the soundtrack is just full of bangers. Just absolutely, just every single song in it is really good. That's nothing compared to, the other Persona games, because every Persona game has really good music for some reason. But I just really like Persona 3. I don't know, maybe it's the nostalgia, because it was my first Persona game. It wasn't the first one I was introduced to. I was introduced to Persona 4. But I played Persona 3 in place of Persona 4 because Golden wasn't coming out for another 6 months. So I said, this game's on the PS2 Classics section in the PlayStation Network store, so I should give it a shot, right? And I ended up really liking it. So for you who haven't played Persona 3, I highly recommend it. Ned Smudja is saying guns, Pog, you can go fishing, and that's about it. Also, I can overboard the game with mods, so that's cool. That's on the, we're talking about Persona 5, right, for the PS3 on the emulator, I think. I don't know. Tater Totter says, hey, Dad, how you doing? I'm doing great, son. How are you doing? Shineman7 said Persona 3, maybe. Oh, shoot, hold on. I got a text really. It seems pretty important. It was my mom. I'm sorry. I think she wants me to order something for her. Uh-oh. Uh, stream pause, stream pause. Oh, oh wow. What happened? I'm so
What
sorry.
happened? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Whoa. Hold on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, I can hear myself. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What was that? Okay. I don't know what happened right now, but it's disturbing me. And okay, so here's what happened. At least here's what I think happened. So the stream got interrupted for some reason. I think it closed out, but the stream was still going on, I think. Because, like, obviously that happened. I could hear that. I could hear it, and then it started overlaying, but I don't know. It just kicked myself out. It kicked me out of the stream, but I think you guys were still good, right? Because the stream was still ongoing. I could resume it, and that's why, I'm here now. But I don't know. I really don't know why that happened. And I was kind of having a bit of a what's his name? Who's the guy that did the chocolate? I was having a bit of a Tay moment where I was gonna start like repeating and everything was just gonna start like echoing and all that. Have you guys seen that, by the way? It's the greatest. It's the greatest video ever made because he doesn't know what's happening, and it's just like a 15-minute like stream or something, and it's just the echo just gets worse and worse until like if you go like at the start and then you like scrub in maybe like 15 minutes or so, 14, it's a totally different video entirely. But yeah, I guess my mom wants me to buy something, but I could probably wait because you know I'm buying it online, so it really doesn't matter what time of day I buy it at, unless you're buying on Amazon. Because sometimes they have that like buy it in 2 minutes and you'll get it tomorrow or whatever. So sometimes that it makes sense to pay attention to what time you buy it. But I missed a lot. I'm gonna scroll up the chat really quick. Shadman said Persona 3 maybe? Oh, he got it right. It was his prediction. Yes, he got it right. Man, is the delay really that bad? But yeah, Persona 3 is my favorite. Play it, please. Hopefully, we could get that on the PC, Steam, hopefully. I'm not like, I'm not a big, what should I say? I'm not really into wanting to get a Persona 3 remake because I don't know, I feel like it's too soon. Like I know it came out in 2006 and 7, depending on if you're Japanese or not. But sure, it's been a long time. But I feel like, if we just get a remaster, that should be okay. Because it kind of still stands on its own. Like if they include all the quality of life features from Portable and somehow put that into like FES and release that on PC, that would probably be good enough. Because people, when they got Persona 4 Golden, now that's Golden, it was only on the PS Vita, so that might be a bad comparison, but people were okay with that when they just got that. And there's some upgrades in terms of like oh, I could change the graphics and all that. But I don't know. I could wait a little bit longer for a remake. They just need to port the game to something that's modern, because the PS3 is now 2 generations behind, and not everyone's gonna have a PS3. So just put it on PS4 already, or PS5, or PC if you're really able to. But let's go through chat. Nednad doesn't like Persona 3. It made me self-conscious that I can't pick and choose my relationships. Yes, that's one of the worst parts about that game. The fact that you have to date literally every single girl you talk to. Like, I feel so bad for Makoto or Minato or whoever, like, whatever name you call him. Because he's basically destined to just be a man whore. Like, at least in Persona 4 Golden or Persona 4, you can choose who you want to date or who you just want to be friends with. Meanwhile, this guy's just like, every single girl I talk to, they just want my D, and there's nothing I can do about it. So yeah, and the fact that in Persona 4, hold on, the fact in Persona 3 Portable, the female protagonist has the ability to choose whether she dates, a guy or not. That's like, and the fact that they don't change it for the male protagonist or add like some sort of friendship route, it's crazy. Like, how come they didn't just? It shouldn't even be that hard. It's just text, right? Or, well, actually, scratch that. I think the last social link is voiced, or is it the last two? I don't know, but it should have been easy, right? Because they had the voice actors and everything. Yeah, that's my least favorite part of Persona 3. You should have mentioned 5 and play the rest in reverse, but yeah, I love 3 the most, probably. That's how a lot of people are actually doing it now, considering, 5 is the most popular, like, the popular thing that is in Persona right now. Everyone's talking about 5. It makes sense that people are going to start with that first and be like, oh, there's 4 other games, I think. 6, technically. And then they go play those and they're like, yeah, cool. Although it's probably going to be more difficult for them if they don't have a PS3. Because, like I said, everything's stuck on the PS3 and PS2 and PS1. But if you have a PS Vita, then you pretty much have like, that's the joke basically, that the PS Vita is the Persona machine because it has every single Persona game on it. No, it has Eternal Punishment as well, just the PS1 version, but still every single Persona game. And you just buy that and you're good for pretty much the entirety of your life, I guess you could say. 2N6 asks, have I played Nier Automata? I have not played Nier Automata, but I heard it's a really good game. And I heard there's a lot of endings and stuff, because I hear there's like ending C, ending D, ending G, ending Z, maybe? And that's pretty cool when a game has so many endings, and they're all, I'm assuming, vastly different. I would assume so because Nier is like that kind of series that it's like just indie enough for them to experiment and put that much effort into their endings. I have a friend who really likes Nier Automata, and I remember this one. I won't state who they are because if they are potentially, let me see who's watching. I can't tell who's watching, but I'm not going to say who they are. But they were really into 2B, and like I can't blame them because 2B is very cute. I really like her design. I really like her dress, like how it's like black on the like the outer layer, but the inner layer is white, and it also has like reverse stitching color as well. So like the stitching on the inside is black, the stitching on the outside is white. I'm like, oh my god, that's such a cool color. That's such a cool costume creation. And where is mom, father? She's currently at work right now. Maybe in a few hours you could see her, son. Tater totter. No P4G on the PC. Oh man. Are you sure? It's only 20 bucks, like $20, I think. Unless they put it on sale again. Did they ever put it on sale actually? I'm assuming they did because it's Steam and everything there goes on sale like twice a day. But yeah, it doesn't matter where you play Persona 4 Golden, as long as you play Persona 4 Golden, or Persona 4, I should state. Kevin Chung 69 says it's my shadow, which I think was the echo sound effect, because right afterwards, Sonic Fan 29 stated echo sound effect. MC Grope says, I rather a Persona 2 remake over a 3. Yes, yes, yes. 1 and 2 remakes, I feel, are probably in order because those two are starting to show their age, especially 1. 1 is like crazy dated. Like, I still played it in the year 2015 or 16. I played it pretty recently, but even then, like, while I was still able to beat it and play through it just fine, the aesthetic and like everything else about it is just like it's so dated. And Persona 2 could probably use a remake. I could see that happening. It would be really good because I feel like Persona 2 is definitely the bridge between 3 and 1. Now, that probably would be pretty obvious. I'm stating the obvious, obviously, but I don't know. There's something about Persona 2 that, like, its writing style and just its presentation has a lot more in common with 3 than I feel 1 does. And the characters are way, way fleshed out in that one compared to 1. Because the fact that one of your party members is just basically whoever you choose. I chose Eriko, by the way, in Persona 1. They're not really fleshed out as much as you would expect. And there's a lot of good story elements of Persona 2. I really like that game a lot. And I feel like while it is talked about a lot, it's not, appreciated as much as like 3 or 4 or whatever. So yeah, they should do that. They should definitely remake 1 and 2. Put it on the Persona 5 engine. It doesn't have to have social links. In fact, I'd prefer it not to have social links. But just give it an upgrade. Give it a facelift. Get rid of that grid system because it's pretty much a waste of time. I don't know, has anyone played Persona 1 here? Other than me and probably MC Gropes? I'm assuming you played it because you're talking about Persona 2, and those kind of go hand in hand pretty much, like, with the whole, like, they're basically grouped into the same category of not existing. But yeah. The grid system I barely used. Like, people made a big deal about it being like, oh, it so sucks. Why did they put this in here? It makes the game so annoying. But like, all I did was I just put my characters there, like where I wanted them to be, and that was it. I never messed with the grid system, except for when you get surprise attack. Then you have to like actually change your character's orientation, which is such a huge pain in the butt, but whatever. Play Persona 1 and 2, everybody. Even if it's not remade, they're pretty good. Shineman7 said that'd be the best possible outcome, really. It definitely doesn't need a full-on remake. Yes, for Persona 3. Just port it. It's good enough, It's modern enough that, people would be, used to playing it. And it's just old enough that, there's some weird things about it. Like the fact that for Fez, you can't control your party members, which I still think is such an interesting choice. Considering that Persona 2 let you control every single party member, the fact that they went to just, you could only control the protagonist, I feel is pretty unique. I don't know if any... I just got kicked out again. What am I going to do with this Wi-Fi? Sorry, let me get my bearings. Persona 3, party member control. Yeah, I really think it was a unique idea. I don't know if any RPGs have done that before. I honestly, because I don't really play that many RPGs, other than the S&T series, or the Megaten franchise, I should probably say. But I really liked it. I know everybody hated it, but I really liked how, it kind of just, tried to ease you into like wanting to, be the main protagonist. Because in real life, you wouldn't be controlling your characters. I mean, you wouldn't be controlling your friends or anything, or like your party members. It would be them. They'd be doing it on their own. So the whole tactics system kind of made sense for like immersing you into the world and, becoming the character, the protagonist. And I like that. I like the story and the stuff like that. I like how it tried to ease you in, but I really didn't like the gameplay conflicts that it had with that, because I'd much rather control my party members, but it was interesting. They tried it out, and they tried to do it again with Persona 4 Golden. or Persona 4. Why do I keep saying golden? Persona 4, where the character, your party members start out as, you're just not controlling them. They're using the AI. But when you go into the tactics, you could change it to direct command. So I don't know why they did that. I guess they were hoping that you'd forget. I don't know if Persona 5 did it. Actually, no, they didn't. I think you just controlled your party members immediately when you got them. But yeah. Let's see. And Femc, can't you choose? Sonic Fan 29 has a really interesting question. What would you consider the SMT machine? SMT machine? SMT machine. Could you elaborate on what SMT machine is? Is it something I said? I don't know. But Shineman saying that Nier Automata is very good and definitely give it a try. I'd like to give it a try. Like, I don't know anything else about Nier other than that it's a part of Drakengard, I think. They're related somehow, I think. I remember seeing Nier, like the first Nier, coming out, and I remember reading on Kotaku. Yes, I do read Kotaku. How there was two different versions of it, and how only one of them was being released in America, and I think it was the PS3 version? Because there was like two different versions. One of them had there's a different protagonist for each of them, and I just remember that really, really well for some reason. I don't know why, but I never played the first Nier. I need to play Nier Automata. I know Platinum Games makes really good video games, Metal Gear Rising being one of them. That's the only Platinum game I've ever played, I think. But it was so good. And they made Bayonetta as well. By the way, when is Bayonetta 3 coming out? I don't think ever. Although if SMT5 can get announced for releasing next year, I think anything's possible for Bayonetta. But 2N6 says that there's 26 different endings. But the first 5 endings only matter. Holy crap. There's 26. Are they all... well, you did say that the first 5 only matter, so... I'm assuming that the other 21 are only minorly different. I think. But wow, that is crazy. There's a lot of replay value then. I wonder if there's got to be some guy who got every single ending, maybe a few weeks after release, and they're just like, yeah, I got every single ending, and then everyone's like, whoa, what was it like? Don't do it. Every single ending sucks except for the first 5. That was very mean of me to say. I'm pretty sure that they're all pretty good endings. Sorry, I've been eating goldfish. I remember, I forgot who said it, but having a different snack for each stream, that's such a genius idea. And I didn't do it for the last real stream, not, well, I guess you could say that water was my snack for the Super Bad stream, but I didn't do it for the stream where I was in Pismo Beach, because I just never got a chance to. I think I did that live stream at 10 at night. So going to a convenience store was totally out of the option. But yeah, goldfish are definitely, if anyone has a box of goldfish, bring it out now, and we could share the goldfish pot together and be cool guys and just talk and hang out. Sonic Fan 29 says he's only played 5 seconds of P1, and he'll probably play it whenever he finishes SMT4. How are you liking it, SMT4, by the way? Is it your first SMT game? I don't know why I asked that, but, Oh, it's because it was mine. And so I'm just curious how you think of it as your first SMT, if it is. Shyman7 says, I played 1, blind, got the bad ending, and didn't have a save before that. Gave up and watched the rest on YouTube. Oh God, I am so sorry. I am so very sorry that you had to go through that. Because I don't know, that's such a weird choice. Like it's kind of cool in the in concept that like, oh, you weren't thinking straight. You're ignoring the themes of the game. So, you deserve to be punished. But I feel like it's so harsh that you lose like quite a bit of like gameplay from that. Because like if you didn't know any better, you just say like, oh, that's just the ending. Okay, so abrupt, but sure, I'll accept it. If that's what the creators were intending, why not? But the fact that it locks out so much gameplay, it's crazy. It's a good idea and also a bad idea at the same time. If they ever remake it, I feel like they should make it more obvious if you're choosing like the bad choices or not, because that game does not tell you. It's just you choose a choice and you're like, oh, you're done. Although sometimes it does seem a little obvious. Like looking back when I looked at those choices, because I did watch like another playthrough because I was curious, like because I kind of got it just on happenstance. And I was looking at the choices, and some of them do seem a little obvious, but even then, still kind of uncool. But at least you don't have to play Persona 1 anymore. Just kidding. I love the shit out of Persona 1. I love it, but I also like messing around. It's kind of like having a friend that you roast or get roasted by. You know what I mean. Yeah. I don't have any friends, actually. I'm just kidding. 216 says, Shyman's... Oh, he's having a conversation. I apologize. But he does say Nier Automata is the best game ever. Which, if you agree with them, yes. I won't say anything. I've never played it. For all I know, I could play it and then think it's the best game ever. It's good to have an open mind. Oh, God. I'm choking on goldfish. In this stream, Michael dies from choking on goldfish. I would like that on my gravestone, if that actually happened. Died from choking on a goldfish. And everyone's like, he really loved this goldfish. They even killed him. Oh, okay. Perfect. Shineman7 says, didn't specifically like it, but I really didn't mind using tactics. I feel like people give that AI too much slack. It's a lot better than people make it out to be. Yes, indeedy. Yes. Like, sure, there's the whole Marin Karen meme, but honestly, I barely had any problems with the AI. And I didn't even use tactics at all. I just had it on the general option, just to do whatever. Act freely or something. But yeah, I had almost no problems whatsoever playing that game with the AI on. And honestly, playing Persona 3 Portable, like when I played it for like 2 minutes or whatever, because I think after I beat Fest, I tried to start playing Portable just for funsies. And, that's not a good thing to do. You can definitely have too much Persona 3, but playing with like, choosing like the direct commands and stuff, it felt really weird. I kind of wanted to set it back to just using like the AI. But it's actually really good AI, and it doesn't mess around too much. I mean, maybe I'm just like an isolated incident, and you too, Shy Man, but I don't know. I think people just meme on it, and that's kind of how like it grew to be something different from what people usually think it is. Sonic Fan 29 is saying is like the Vita is the Persona machine. Oh, okay, all right. You make a lot of sense now. SMT machine. Honestly, I don't think there's a clear-cut answer. Because for PS Vita, since there's not as many Persona games or Persona mainline games as hold on a sec. You know what? Let me rethink this. I got to think this through. Because Persona on the Vita, every single mainline game up to 4 Golden is on there. Whereas with SMT, the mainline series kind of jumped from console to console because obviously SMT 1 and 2 came out on the Famicom or the Super Famicom, then 3 on the PS2, and then 4 on the 3DS, and now Switch is having the SMT 5. So I don't think there's a clear answer to that. But I think if, let's see. Because obviously, let's see. If we're not going off of just mainline, if we're just going off of like, all of SMT or Mega 10, I should say, I think probably PS2. Because I feel like every single game on the PS2, there was a lot of experimentation. Because, you had Digital Devil Saga, you had SMT3, you had the Persona series, or the new modern Persona series starting with 3. There was the Raito games, and, there was just a lot of, like, unique... There was a lot of experimentation going on there. And I really praised it for that, because, like, compared to the 3DS, which has a lot of SMT games, there's Strange Journey, Redux, 4 and 4 Apocalypse, Soul Hackers, and Persona Q and all that. A lot of those are basically just ports, ports other than 4 and 4 Apocalypse and the Q games. So I feel like maybe PS2, yeah, I think PS2 is probably the SMT machine to me, I feel. Just due to how like original a lot of the games and the concepts were on there. So if you want the SMT experience, track down a PS2 or PS3, because nearly every single SMT game on the PS2 is on the PlayStation store for the PS3. So yeah, check them out. Haven't played DDS yet. No, I lied. I played Digital Devil Saga 1 for like an hour. And I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. I kind of like how streamlined and basic it is compared to Nocturne, where you don't have to like get demons or anything. You just have your 3 party members that you could swap out and stuff. It's kind of like a typical RPG, except, in the SMT world. And I really need to get on that. In fact, I need to beat SMT1 on the iOS. Because I've recently beaten, this is going back to 2 streams ago, I've recently beaten the game that I was playing at the moment, The World Ends With You. Great game, by the way. If none of you have played The World Ends With You, highly recommend it. Really good game. And like just playing through it on the Switch made me realize like how much I really appreciate it. Because it's so good. The story's good. The characters are great. They're fantastic. I really like Shiki and Beat and Neku, who I totally hated at the start of the game, went right around to loving him at the end because that's some really good character development, not gonna lie. And the gameplay is so much fun. I don't really play that many action RPGs, and this one, man, it's so good. If Raito's anything like The World Ends With You, I'm just gonna go crazy for it. But yeah, play The World Ends With You. I don't think it really matters which one you play, but if you have a Switch, play it on there. That's the ultimate version. It has more content and all that compared to the DS and the iOS and Android releases. So yeah, that's my shilling. That's enough of my shilling for today for a video game. But yeah, I really do need to get on SMT1 because I think I was probably like, to gauge where I'm at, I think SMT1 is 30 hours long. And no, I do take a long time with my RPGs, so I think it's not a good gauge. If anyone's played SMT1, I'm near the point where I have to, I think, psycho dive into the heroine and save her or something. So I don't know how far into the game that is, but I'm definitely somewhere. Uh, there's a lot of chat going on here, so I'm gonna have to check it out right now. I'm sorry about that, by the way. It's because I said the Vita is the Persona machine. Yes, it is. Definitely is. Going back on that, sorry for regressing, but PS2 is a good place to play SMT, but 3DS should not be looked at as being inferior because there's a lot of good games, and while some of them are ports like Devil Survivor 1 and 2 and Soul Hackers and Redux, it's a lot of games. It's still a really good, place to experience SMT, considering there's so many of them on there. So if you can't get a PS2 or PS3, next best thing is to get a 3DS, which is more modern and more accessible compared to, a PS3, considering that died like 7 years ago. And the 3DS was going on for until 2019, I think. So yeah, but yeah, back to chat. I'm sorry about that. Sauce Master says he loves me. I love you too. That's so nice of you. No one's ever told me they love me before except for my mom. And now she doesn't say that anymore. Just kidding. Sonic Fan 29 says, I played a bit of Synchronicity Prologue, but I'm enjoying it so far. Is it good? I know it's like a Metroidvania, which is a genre I've never really been too acquainted with because I honestly haven't played enough. I mean, I have played some of Metroid Zero Mission, and I really like it so far. And if it's kind of like that, I think I'll probably enjoy it because I don't know. I think it's such a cool idea. Like more SMT games that are not RPGs or SRPGs or just anything related to RPGs, kind of like Raito. That is something I could get behind. As well as a movie, they should make a movie. SMT is just ripe for a film adaptation, like a live action one. An original live action one. I know we had OVAs, like we had Tokyo Revelation and Digital Devil Story Megami Tensei, but we need some live action SMT. Imagine seeing them demons in like super high realistic CGI. That'd be scary. And they could make it a horror movie too. But I'm rambling on a little too much. Yeah, I need to get on Synchronicity Prologue too. Considering it's free, it should run on a crappy PC, and all of those are good qualifications for a game I want to play. Steve Believe, nice name by the way, says 26 endings. That's weak. Bro, 25th Award Silver Case has 100 endings. What's that? Is that like a RPG or something? Or a visual novel? It sounds like the name of a visual novel, actually. Bruh. Potapon is the real stuff. Dude, Potapon was my shit back then on the PSP. I played the first game so much. I was terrible at it, but I really liked it. And man, they should make a Potapon Remastered came out on the PS4, right? It's a shame that they never made any more. Like they made it up to 3, and then they kind of just stopped. Although I don't know if it was like a trilogy thing where they're like, we finished the story. We don't need to make any more. Everything's good. All is right with the world. But I could go for that. Also, Loco Roco. Loco Roco was a fun game as well. I remember when that came out on the PSP, and I tried to play it. And because you know how you're supposed to use L and R to like tilt things and stuff, or was it the analog? I want to say it was L and R to like tilt the world to move the Loco Roco. I always thought that you have to move the PSP to like tilt the world because I felt that was the most natural. So if Loco Roco ever came out on the PS Vita, that would have been like the perfect machine to like make another Loco Roco game. And I know Loco Roco Remastered came out on the PS4. Never played it. I really need to get onto that because I really like that game and its art style. It's so cute. I think you could use motion controls for that. And, you should. They should have added that in because it would feel great to do that. But man, that was crazy how I went from Potapon to Loco Roco and talking about motion controls. But moving on, Steve Believe says the funniest thing about it is that in the last chapter, the characters go, whatever ending you choose will be final because all your save data will be will be deleted. But that's just a lie because I guess someone could stop Suda from his madness. Oh, it's a Suda 51 game? That actually does sound like something Suda 51 would do. He does some crazy stuff in his video games. And I respect him for it because a lot of the choices he makes and a lot of the video games he makes are very out there. And we need a lot more idea men like that because, you know, if we have the same stuff over and over again, everything's going to get stagnated. So having Suda 51 and I guess to a lesser extent, Swiri, it adds a lot of creativity to the world. And I like his style. I really like his style. 2N6 says, I'm playing P4G and I'm at the Hollow Forest Dungeon. I'm 45 hours in. 45 hours? Oh my god. Am I really that slow? How long do you think I have left in the game? I'm kind of the wrong person to ask considering I have like 100 hours or so in that game. Or 150. But Shineman7's coming in with the assist by saying about 10 hours, I'd say. It depends on your level personas, really, as you only have dungeon content left. Good thinking, good thinking. Yeah. So, in translating that to me, that would probably be, because I think I got to the Hollow Garden like around 130 hours, or maybe 120. That would translate to like 30. Don't be like me, people. Take your time in RPGs, but don't take too long. God. I might have taken Persona 5's advice to heart of taking your time. Because 200 hours is crazy. Yeah, I love when people help out people in the chat. That's great. The PS2 is the golden age, but the 3DS has way more games. Yes. It's crazy how many SMT games are on the 3DS. But it just sucks that, you know, a lot of them are ports. 4 of them are just ports of, like, to be fair, they're really good ports. I haven't played Redux yet, but just the fact that you can save anywhere, while is a controversial idea, it just blows my mind how that could have made things a lot easier for me. Because I played, all right, get this. I played Strange Journey, the original Strange Journey. And I started playing it, no joke, I'm not lying. I started playing it literally the day before they announced Redux. And I had put like 2 hours into it. And then like when I woke up the next day and saw that, oh, Deep Strange Journey is coming out, I felt so, I don't know, I felt like fate just slapped me in the face or something because they're just like, ha. You paid $40 for this DS game that is already obsolete. I'm just like, damn it. You know what? I don't care. And then I just ended up playing through Strange Journey OG. And while I really liked that game, god damn, it was that game does not pull any punches. It's so hard. I might just suck at RPGs or something, but that game was like crazy difficult, and some of the bosses were like insane, like Ouroboros. No, actually not too bad. Ouroboros wasn't too bad, as long as you make like a team that's based around fighting that boss, usually you're good. But I remember Mem Aleph, I just had to cheese her, dude. I had to like get demons with like I forgot the skill, but I think it's called like Jihad or something. Wait, hold on. Now I'm curious because I think they changed it in Redux, so things might be a little different. SMT Strange Journey, Redux, Jihad. Like I can see why they changed it. I can see why they changed it because it's a Mortal Jihad. Mortal Jihad. Wait, is it? I don't know. Wait, here it is. I found it. I found it, everybody. Yeah, I got Shiva, and then like I tried to fuse it onto like other other demons. Sorry. Don't burn me at the stake, everybody. I fused it onto other demons, and I just spammed Memelef with that until she was dead. And man, because she did not mess around. Oh, and freaking, because I played on neutral, so you have to fight, the characters, the alignment characters, and what was it? Jimenez, his name, Jimenez. He was crazy difficult. Like I remember having so much trouble with him, and I barely won his battle like by the skin of my teeth. Like, God, that game. So the fact that you could save anywhere probably is the coolest idea ever. I'm surprised they didn't have that idea to begin with in original Strange Journey. But yeah, here's my recommendation. Forget OG existed, just play Redux. It's kind of crazy that some people are like still recommending OG over Redux just because of the fact that Alex is in it and somehow she's bad. And the fact that you could save anywhere makes things easy. But the fact is that, as far as I know, you don't have to use these things. You could still use like the save points and stuff. You could just go off of that and just ignore saving anywhere entirely. And I think you can ignore Alex and the Womb of Grief, which is cool. I like how they didn't like fully integrate like all the new stuff into Redux, like how they did with Persona 4 Golden. Because I know there's a lot of people that hate Marie, and I could understand why they would hate her. I like her personally, but she does seem very like shoved in there, like last moment or something. And they're just like, here, hang out with the investigation team, and everyone's like, wow, we love Marie. So stuff like that, I did notice was a little like, not cool, not the best, but yeah. Redux. Sorry about that. I totally went on the worst tangent in the world. Okay, but back to chat. I'm sorry about that. Sonic Fan 29 says Devil Survivor vid. If so, what's your opinion on the video? The Rhino games are really fun from the hour I played. To answer your question, I haven't seen it yet, but I did notice like on Twitter, he tweeted out, "Oh, I made the video." I'm like, "Oh, I should probably get on that," and I never got the chance to. I think it barely came out, so I shouldn't feel too bad, but I really need to look at it because I really like Devil Survivor 1. It's definitely up there with my favorite SMT games. I just really like the atmosphere and how everything felt very dire and like, nothing was going to work out how you wanted it to. And it's very gloomy and stuff. And I really enjoyed that. It felt very, how should I say, grounded in reality. Like, this is probably something that might potentially happen. A lockdown being put down when there's like demons there. So that way the government could be like, oh, let's just keep this right here and just pretend it's not happening, or, so that way no people learn about it. Let's say it's a gas leak, and yeah, stuff like that I really like. And while that was lacking in Devil Survivor 2, I still really like that game as well. So if you ever get the chance, play both Devil Survivor 1 and 2. But if you can only play 1, just play Devil Survivor 1 because it's really good. Play the it should be not, it doesn't have to be stated, but play the 3DS remakes or remasters because, there's more content, better presentation. There's voice acting, which is a big plus. I really enjoy the voice acting for both games, which is not the best or the most well held opinion. Because there are some voices that are Yuzu's voice, I like her, but sometimes it's a little, I don't know, there's something going on there sometimes. Like, it's weak at times. But for most of the part, most of the voice acting is really good. But yeah, I need to watch that new video, Gnarly's video, because I really like his content. He's a really good guy. If no one here knows about Gnarly, he's a primarily SMT focused YouTuber, and he makes a lot of good content about the series as well as things basically just Atlas in general. But his main focuses lie on SMT, so check him out, please. He's really good. I should also say, actually, no. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know LaRue as well because he's like the SMT guy. He's Did You Know Tensei on Twitter, and he makes a lot of good content, and he has like a good podcast, and I really enjoy it. Although there should be a lot more SMT YouTubers. There's not that many. I recently found this one guy, Marsh, who's starting to blow up now because of I think his SMT if videos. He's really good as well. I like his videos and I like his style, I should say. His writing and stuff. He knows how to be entertaining as well as to give a good review of a product. So check out Marsh. He recently uploaded a Devil Summoner video. The first Devil Summoner, by the way, which doesn't have a translation, unfortunately. But he made a video about it, and it's an hour long. So if you end up watching it, you gotta get ready for that video, dude. You need to get like, I think I left a comment there, and it was just like, I got my Goldie fish, I got my 2 liter of Coke in a recliner. I think I'm ready for this video. And it was a great video. I loved it. It was entertaining. Unfortunately, it spoiled everything for Devil Summoner, but I don't think we're going to be getting that game translated anytime soon, so I'm kind of alright with that. It's a really good game, though. I kind of wish I could experience it, but again, no translation. So, whatever. Synchronicity is great, short and sweet. Yeah, that's the biggest downfall about it, right? That it's too short. Like, it's only like 5 hours, I believe, or maybe even less. But yeah, they should just make a full version of that game. I would totally be down for that. Jack Bros the movie. Oh hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. And the thing is, it's gotta be red and black. No color whatsoever, just red and black. And that's the whole movie for 3 hours. Oh, and top down too. Top down. It's just a Metroidvania, but with Jack Frost and Power Jack, which makes the game better. Agreed. If you put Jack Frost in anything, it immediately makes it at least 50% better. So I think I could. Is it anything like Metroid? He asks after seeing that the comment has the word Metroidvania in it. It's probably obvious that it's like Metroid, but I don't know. That's the only good comparison that I have in terms of like, does it play like a Metroidvania? I haven't played Symphony of the Night or most of the other Castlevania games that branched off of the Metroidvania genre, but hey, it's Red Amamiya. Hey, how are you doing today? Are you ready to experience another great stream featuring the world's worst SMT guide? Because that's me. I should make more SMT content. By the way, it's a little off topic, though. I don't think I've ever been on topic to begin with. But last week I went to go visit one of my friends, and that has nothing really to do with it, but I had this idea. And it's an idea that I think I had for like 5 years, is to make a podcast. And I know that idea is kind of over and done with, but It's just something that I've been wanting to do for a while. And the thing is, so here's what the podcast idea was going to be. So it's going to be like, it's going to be me and my friends, and we're just hanging out, talking about nothing. And we're hanging out, and we're nearby a pool. So we're hanging out by the pool, and talking and all that. And it's going to be outdoors and all that. And the idea was it was going to be called Poolside Chat. And that never ended up happening. But it kind of became like a running gag with me and my friends. Like, when's Poolside Chat going to happen? Poolside Chat's never going to happen. Is Poolside Chat confirmed? And that's something that I've been wanting to do. So, like, I was wondering, would you guys be interested in a podcast? It wouldn't feature just me, obviously. It'd feature my friends as well, or friends, or just depending on our schedules, because we are adults and we have conflicting schedules a lot. Because when you're adult, you don't get a choice on when you could be off or when you want to do things, unfortunately. But yeah. If you guys would be cool with that, let me know. Not saying it's gonna happen, but like, if there's like people that be interested in it, that that would give me some more drive to want to make it happen. But it's all up in the air right now because we have terrible schedules. Steve Belief says Team Maniacs is kind of sucky when it comes to spin-offs though. Only do mainline and Persona right now. So my hope is low. Yeah, it's a VN. Really? Man, this chat is kind of... Let me see. Wow. I'm pretty slow with these comments right now. My bad. But SonicFan29 says Synchronicity's main villain is also Black Frost. Oh yeah, I saw that. Isn't Jack Frost like trying to get like ice cream or something? Oh, sorry. Isn't he trying to get like ice cream? I think that's like what the main story's about. It's some dude who's been transformed into Jack Frost, and I'm assuming the Pyro Jack is the same thing as well. So like, does he get ice cream or like what happens? I need to know, because if he doesn't, I'm gonna have to write a sternly worded letter to Atlas and be like, you need to treat your boy right, because he just wants the ice cream, and if he's not gonna get it, I'm gonna have to stop supporting you. I'm just kidding, but yeah. How does it connect to Strange Journey? Because I know it's Strange Journey Synchronicity Prologue, so like, I'm assuming it takes place before Strange Journey happens, but like, I think it's taking place before. It's a prologue, obviously, but like, how does it connect? Because they're so different, and I know that there's like themes and stuff, and there's some like the save points are there and all that, but like, does it have like any story significance? Like, does it like tie into Strange Journey Redux? Because they came out at the same time, right? So like, after playing Redux, would you have like more of an appreciation for Synchronicity while you're playing it? Or I don't know. Maybe there's not that much connected, but if there is, that'd be pretty cool. Matex Will Access, hello. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. I know we're an hour and 21 minutes into it, and nothing has really happened except for me talking. But I hope you enjoy. I need to like come up with a new stream idea, because I know like hanging out and stuff is cool, but I feel like something cooler would be great as well. Like I go on a roller coaster or stuff, and I'm just like holding, I'm holding the tablet, and I'm just like praying to God that I don't let go of it. I'm just like, hey guys, what's going on? Oh God. Okay, maybe gimmicks might not be a good idea, considering that me being on a roller coaster is the first thing to come to my mind. But whatever. Um, Sonic Fan 29 says, from what I heard, Redux is worse. That's what I hear a lot too, but I don't know. I don't know if I could trust people, considering most of the people that say it's worse say it's just Alex and the art style, which I feel like the art style from OG Strange Journey is good. Most Kaneko works are great, and I don't know. I don't really have too big of a beef with what was it? Doi? Doi was the one that did the art for Strange Journey Redux, and he just basically replicated the original portraits and stuff, along with making new ones for like the new characters like Alex and what is it, Demetrius or something? Oh, and Zeus. But I don't know. I don't think there's that many redeeming qualities to OG Strange Journey. And this is, of course, coming from someone that played OG Strange Journey. But yeah, 3DS version is really expensive right now unless you buy it digitally. But of course, not many people want to buy it digitally. Like me, I like having my SMT games, physical, because I don't know, it's just a series I really enjoy and appreciate, and I want to have something to show for it, because when you have digital, all you have is a micro SD, and you're like, I love SMT, and everyone's like, what? It's just a micro SD card, and you're like, exactly, SMD card. Oh God, wow. Anyways, you had another question, Sonic fan. So, what's your opinion on all the Megaton artists, Kaneko, Doi, Sojima, and the Devil Survivor? This Devil Survivor artist, I forgot his name. I don't even know. But let's see. For Kaneko, I really like just his proportions and stuff, and just like the shading that they use on his like characters and stuff. It's just so dark, and I really like how dark and like very doll like they look. I'm a big fan of the Kaneko lashes and the black upper lip, by the way. And I just like how it just gives the SMT games a very unique like look to them compared to like other, Japanese RPGs and stuff. And honestly, when compared to like Doi and Sojima, their art is very, it's more, veering towards, anime and stuff. Whereas Kaneko's had more of like a distinct gothic style to it that, like, when, taken out of context, you could really appreciate like all the details and stuff. He does have some problems. He doesn't know how to draw feet. And he kind of does go for like the same poses for some characters. Like I'm pretty sure we've all seen that GIF of the Kaneko pose where it's just like all the characters that do this are flashing like one by one over and over again, and it's just like, yeah, I think probably his his art isn't as dynamic as you'd want it to be compared to like the other guys. But yeah, I really appreciate Kaneko, and I was wishing he would come back for SMT5, but having Doi back, I'm assuming it's Doi. Having him back, it's not bad. I really like his style as well, and while it does seem less unique compared to Kaneko's, there's still a distinct style to it that I really appreciate. I like his use of colors and all that, and his characters are really cool, like Flynn and Nanashi, who I really appreciate. Everyone gives that guy a lot of crap, but I think he really fits well. And while he does seem a little too anime, as well as most of the cast in Apocalypse, I really like his punk aesthetic. The haircut is cool. I like his was it the green body morph? Not a morph suit. Okay, SMT5's character needs to have a morph suit costume, and it just needs to cover everything, including that doofy haircut of his. And it needs to be green, of course, and you need to be able to see his bulge. Remember when morph suits were the thing back in high school? God, I remember there's so many, like, anytime you go to a football game, morph suits everywhere. There's just like that one wacky kid wearing a morph suit, just going like, yeah, and he's just running around, and you can see his dick, and you're just like, I don't feel comfortable, but I kind of like his moxie. I like his moxie. But yeah, Doi, I really like him. He's a good replacement for Kaneko, and while he doesn't capture, the dark aesthetic of SMT, he still has a good, unique style, and some of his demon designs are really good. Sojima, that's the guy from Persona. I really like his art style. It's very anime, which fits, everything about Persona, because Persona is the most anime out of all of the SMT spin-offs and mainline stuff. So it fits well. I really like how he draws eyes and stuff. And just like the facial features, I feel like for Sojima are his strongest points. Because compared to Kaneko, a lot of the characters have like faces that look pretty much the exact same. There's not too much variety when it comes to Kaneko and like, faces and all that. And Doi has more differences. He's better at making faces compared to Kaneko. But I feel like Sojima, the way like every character looks unique. Their facial features are so distinct and like different from one another that like they don't blend into like the same thing like Kaneko's do, and that's what I feel he has more of an edge over the other artists and stuff. And I don't know. That's really all I have to say. I do like his whole he does make good uniforms though. I really like Persona 5's uniforms. They were really good. And Persona 4, while they were kind of boring, I still like the use of houndstooth and all that. That was cool. Persona 3 is probably his boringest uniforms to date. There's not much going on there except for the Gecko-con pin. And who's the Devil Survivor guy? I don't know his name. I really he did Durarara, and he also did the Digimon Cyber Sleuth games. And I remember when I first saw that, my friend was showing me. He was just like, "Hey, check out this Digimon game. It's like Persona." And I saw the trailer because he was showing it to me. I'm like, "Oh my god, it looks like Devil Survivor." And I remember going like back home and then like looking it up on my phone, and I was just like, "Oh my god, it's the guy that did Devil Survivor." But I don't know. His art style is, compared to the others, definitely more unique. It's a lot. I noticed he goes for more like dynamic poses and stuff, like with his art, like his what is it? Man, I don't know the name of it, but like if you look at like the characters and stuff, like the character, not their portraits, but like their full body artwork. For Devil Survivor characters, you'll see that there's a lot of dynamis is, I don't know. It's more dynamic. There's a lot more going on. He really favors like the whole lines and shit. There's like a lot of stuff. Like there's the wire, like in the protagonist from Devil Survivor's headphones, like going around them, which I think is really cool. Same thing with what's his name, Atsuro, who was one of my favorite bro characters in the SMT series. And let's see, I don't know. He's not too. I don't know. Maybe it's just because he hasn't done enough games. I just don't have too much to say about him. But he does have really weird proportions. I don't think I need to go into more what I'm talking about, but if you know, you know. Poor Yuzu, and basically every other woman character in the Devil Survivor series. But talking about this, I really need to play Digimon Cyber Sleuth. But yeah, thank you for asking that question, because I never really go too in depth of like the artists, because I don't know, I kind of just forget about it. I just appreciate like the whole. I appreciate every single game as like it's full, like a package. I don't dive too deep into it. Except for music, I'm more of a music guy. So I guess that makes sense why I would do that. Whoa, I didn't know I could zoom in and out. Guys, check this out. It's my neck. Look at it. Look at it. Wow, okay. Let's zoom back out. There we go. There we go. Don't want to have to look at my neck forever. Walter DR says hello. Hi, Walter. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. I know you didn't ask me, but I felt like, I shouldn't leave you hanging and, put the spotlight all fully on you. But yeah, thanks for coming to the stream. Sonic Fan 29 says, have you seen Maka's content? I have not, but I do see him around, and I see him a lot in recommended videos for Gnarly and Marsh and all that. But I haven't seen any of his content really. Is he good? What kind of stuff does he do? Does he do just specifically S&T stuff? I would assume so, considering his name is Maka, but I don't know. It'd be cool. Kevin Chung 69 says, I love podcasts. Me too. I don't listen to enough podcasts. I used to do it when I was going to school before the whole, COVID-19 thing happened. But yeah, I used to listen to a lot of the Super Best Friends cast back when they were still together. And now they're not, unfortunately. Rip and Pepperoni. But yeah, I used to listen to their podcast a lot. I used to listen to Mega 10 Marathon. They, they're still going, but they don't make that many episodes anymore compared to when they were first starting. Really good podcast, by the way. You guys should check it out. It's basically just I think the lineup has changed a bit since I last watched, but it's basically just some dudes and I think it's a girl playing through a S&T game, and they have parts and stuff as they talk about their experience playing the game and basically talking about the story and all that. And I really enjoy it, and I wish there should be more S&T podcasts, more S&T content in general. Just we need more. I'm glad that we're getting people like Marsh, more people like him, because there's a distinct lack of original SMT content other than LaRue, Gnarly, and Vither and all that. But yeah, hopefully I could be one of those guys someday. I want to be that guy. I want to be the SMT content guy. I want to join them. Because, yeah, I do have a few good ideas that I could think, I could come up with, I feel. Sonic Fan 29 says, Poolside Podcast Remastered. Yes, all right. We're getting some good stuff going on here with Poolside Chat. Poolside, I should let my friends know and be like, hey guys, I think Poolside Chat's finally gonna happen. And they're like, nah. I'm like, yeah, it is. People want it. And they're like, no. By the way, I remember last week I wanted to do this stream, but unfortunately there were some complications as to why I couldn't do it. But I wanted to do it and have my friend there. So if there's ever a guest on the stream, would you guys mind? I'm pretty sure you guys wouldn't, because I know you guys get tired of seeing just my dumb face over and over again. So maybe some some different fresh faces every now and then could be pretty cool, I think. I don't know what they'd want to do, by the way. I wouldn't want to just start a stream and be like, hey, you're on stream, and they're like, oh shit. And then have not be awkward. Not to say I'm not awkward. I'm pretty awkward as well. I think we all are. But yeah. Sonic Fan 29, all I know is Demon Iho is a costume. He is. Isn't he a weapon too, not just a costume? You get a gun as well? Or I think that's the case, right? I haven't played it obviously, but MC Grope says yes, he should. I should play Jack Bros on stream. Dude, that would be so cool. Oh, man. I'd like to, but I don't know how I would stream anything like that. Actually, no. I just remembered. There's a feature on YouTube that it basically mirrors your screen and it puts it on the stream. So instead of using my webcam and stuff, it would just copy whatever's on my screen. I don't know if it lets me film myself as well. Actually, I should probably test that out. I should test that out like maybe next week when I get another day off, and I could just be like, "Hey, is it working? I'm playing Darius Twin, whatever." But I would totally do a Jack Bros stream. I've never played it before, so playing it like for the first time on stream might be pretty cool. It also might be very frustrating, so some of you guys might have to help me out with that because never played it. But I heard it's pretty not hard. It's not too hard. Like I heard you don't even have life. You have like just like when you get hit, you lose time, which is still pretty detrimental, but you know, still easy compared to like playing SMT4 Apocalypse on like I don't know, Demon Slayer mode or whatever the hard mode is called in that one. Sonic Fan 29 says the only game I bought digitally is SMT4 because it was too expensive and I wanted to play it. Yeah, I understand. It's unfortunate like how Atlas basically just does like a one print run of their games and it's just like there, good luck. You find it yourself or get it digitally. And yeah, because like they don't really make that many copies of their games physically, and it's kind of a shame. I mean, I can understand why. SMT is a very niche series, especially in America. I don't know if it is in Japan. Because I remember hearing like it's one of the top RPG series in Japan, but like definitely here. Like that problem's probably going to just be exclusive to us Americans and as well as anybody else west of Japan. But yeah, because I remember I saw like a tweet. I don't know if it was Gnarly. Someone tweeted the price for Persona Q2. And that game, by the way, came out last year in America. And Persona Q2 was already going for like $80 for a new copy on Amazon. And like that's crazy because that game, while it is on the 3DS, it did come out last year. So there should have been enough copies. Unless Atlas specifically printed just like the bare minimum of like how much they think would sell. And man, that sucks. PQ2 really got the short end of the stick coming out like at the end of the 3DS's the life cycle. Because no one's going to play it. It's going to sell terribly, probably. I would hope not, considering 3DS has a pretty good install base, but like it's not going to sell as well as it should compared to like, something on the Switch. Which is why they should put the games on the Switch already. I know it's going to be hard for them considering there's only one screen on the Switch, but if they want these games to live on, they got to do it, man. I know it's hard for them, but I don't know. Anyways, enough about that. Do you prefer Shoji Meguro's or Ryota Kozuka's music? Kozuka did the SMT4, and Meguro basically did everything else. Meguro did most of the PS2, games, right? He did all of them actually. He did 3 DDS and the Raito games, as well as Persona 3 and 4 and 5, obviously. But let me think. I really like both of them. Is there an option to include Tsukasa Masuko in this? Because he's really good as well. By the way, if you guys don't know, Tsukasa Masuko is the guy who did most of the SMT soundtracks up to 3 when Shoji Meguro took over. I think there's a few other like composers as well, but he was the guy that did SMT 1, 2, if I don't know. No, wait, he didn't do Majin Tensei, but he did like the mainline stuff for a while. He also did Megami Tensei 1 and 2, their soundtracks, which are really good, by the way. Highly recommend you listen to. I don't think I could state enough how much I love Megami Tensei 2's soundtrack. That soundtrack is amazing. But back on track. Let's see. Just for the sheer quantity of Meguro games, I think I'm gonna have to go with him. I really like his style of music, and he's a really good composer. And I just like what he brought to like Nocturne, because like that's very compared to like SMT one and two. They're totally different. I feel they're totally different. There's just like a distinct style to Meguru's compositions compared to Ryota Kozuka's music, because Ryota kind of tries to you know veer like lean more towards like classic SMT, which I do love a lot, obviously, but I feel like Kozuka doesn't have too much of a personality. And he, don't get me wrong, I really love some of his music. He does really good music in SMT4. I love that soundtrack, and haven't played, Apocalypse yet, but I've listened to some of the songs and I really like it. Dayside, or however you say it, is a banger and a half. And I love Tokyo. That song gets me going. That was like the song that, because SMT4 is my first SMT game. So like when I first heard that song, because like everything before that is like very medieval-esque, considering. Is that a spoiler? No, I don't know. But yeah, when you enter Tokyo, that's like one of the first songs you listen to is Tokyo, obviously. So that song like just blew my mind. It's still one of my favorite SMT songs, but I think Meguru is just much more unique, and he has like although sometimes some of his songs do kind of start to sound the same. Like I was listening to Fear of God a few weeks ago, and then I noticed that like the part where it's like da 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 da. That song, that part of the song sounds a lot like The Fog, where it's like da da da, and I don't know. Like sometimes he has, how should I say, what's the word for it? He has trademarks that appear a lot in his music because it's his composition. But yeah, I personally prefer Meguro, but that just might be the fact that I've listened to more of his music than anything. Let's see. Sonic Fan 29 says, I'm pretty sure one time in an interview, Kaneko said he smoked 100 cigarettes a day or something. Damn, 100 cigarettes a day? The poor guy, he probably sounds like this. He probably has like no lungs anymore. That's probably why that's probably why he's not doing any art for SMT anymore, because he's dead from lung disease. Oh, that's so mean. I'm sorry. Kaneko's probably doing other things. He's too busy overlooking everything at Atlas right now. Yasuda. Okay, there we go. Sonic Fan 29 looked up the name for Devil Survivor's artist, and he said Yasuda. Yeah, totally. He's just not. He's just not in enough games, so that's why I can't remember his name. He's only been in 2 games, right? So yeah, good for you, Yasuda. Push for a Devil Survivor 3, because I want it. I want it now, because the Devil Survivor 1 and 2 are really good games, and not many people talk about them. But that's okay. Sonic Fan 29. Thanks for the questions, by the way, Sonic Fan. He does Megaten mainly, but he also does other games like Paper Mario, for example. Wait, who? Oh, Ryota? Whoa, no way. No way. Ryota Kosuka? What? Hold on a sec. Hold on. Paper Mario. If we're on the same page as what I think we're talking about, if this is actually the case. Oh, never mind. No. I might have gotten mixed up with something else. My bad. But who are we talking about in that? Because now I'm interested, because Paper Mario is pretty cool. I only played Super Paper Mario, but I have been watching. Oh shoot, battery's running low. Hold on, I'm gonna plug in the thing really quick. Yeah, thankfully I brought my my portable charger, because I knew this was gonna happen. Because I forgot to charge my tablet yesterday while I was sleeping. So thankfully I got a portable charger here. And now we won't die midstream, and it would be very awkward. He does Mega 10 mainly. Oh, now I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Maka, right? Now I know. Also about podcasts, you should check out Gnarly's podcast on his second channel. Oh yeah, that's the Maggie Dolan podcast, right? I've never checked it out, but I'm pretty sure it's good. Because he makes good content, so I'm assuming it's good. And Sonic Fan says Tokyo Map is honestly one of my favorite SMT tracks. I hope he's in SMT5. I think he is. I feel like he is, right? He's like the main SMT composer, right? Unless they replaced him. I hope they don't replace him. They better not, because he's super good. And he just needs more chances to be able to, to get his music out there, his soundtrack, his compositions, if you could say. Let's see. Steven Alasi says death. Death? Wait, what's that? Death? No. Oh. Are we talking about Kaneko? Because he died from smoking 1 million cigarettes in one day? Nah. Steven Alasi. Oh, he also has another question. So who's hyped for the Mario 3D All-Stars collection? I appreciate that Super Mario Sunshine, which is such a totally underrated and underappreciated game. I appreciate that that's like finally getting like an HD release or just a re-release in general. But I'm not a big fan of I'm not a big fan of the limited run that they're gonna have, because I don't know, it seems like, I know they did it for All Stars on the Wii, but like, is it really necessary? Like, especially for the digital? Like, if anything, they could just make like a big physical package and be like, oh, here's recreations of the boxes for Super Mario 64, and $100, pay for it. And I could see that being limited for physical, but like when we're limiting like the digital release, that, I don't know, it's really weird. Nintendo does a lot of weird things, and I'm not one to know anything about business practices, but like, wouldn't it make more sense to just, because like everybody loves Super Mario 64. It's one of the best games ever made, obviously. So like, wouldn't it make more sense to like, just have it on sale for forever? Like, sure, maybe like the hardcore people are going to get it first, but like, what about like, little Timmy who gets his like, his Switch like in the year 2021 on April 1st, and now he's screwed because he's just like, I can't buy the Mario 3D All-Stars. I wanted to play Super Mario Galaxy in 60 FPS HD 1080. But yeah. Also, why is Super Mario 64 and 16:9? That's such a weird choice. Like, I know they have the source code there. It's got to be there somewhere, considering we had that big Nintendo Giga leak or whatever. But like, I don't know. So Mario 3D All-Stars is such a weird, like, it's such a weird thing. It's an enigma, basically. Too bad, Little Timmy, says Rift 348. Yes. Little Timmy, if you're not there immediately at the start, you just fuck you. But no, I barely got my Switch today. It's on April 1st. This is an April Fool's joke. And we're like, no. Fuck out of here, Little Timmy. Oh man, we've been doing this for almost 2 hours. Oh man. Sorry, I was chewing, but sorry, I forgot to say hi, Rift 348, because I saw your second comment, and I was like, oh, he didn't say hi, but then I saw that you said hi at the top right there, and I was like, whoa, hold on a sec, I can't be rude like this. This guy's awesome. But yeah, hi Rift348. Hope you enjoy the stream. Steven Alassi says, "How did you get my last name right, bro? You actually pronounced it correctly the first time." Did I? I was kind of having trouble. I wasn't because sometimes some people do have not strange, but like not exactly like common last names in here, or like just uncommon names in general. Like there's a few people who I don't know how to pronounce the name of, like No Trialis. Like I've been saying it like that, but am I saying it right? I mean, he hasn't said anything, I don't think, but like I don't know. I feel bad if I am saying it wrong, and if he, you know, if I'm saying any of your guys' name or usernames wrong or anything, feel free to correct me because I do want to say everybody's names correctly. Of course, I don't want to leave anybody out. I don't want to be like, I'm going to say Steven's last name right, but I'm not going to say No Trialis correctly. Anyways, no, I'm glad I got it right. That was just a lucky guess, I guess. Kevin Chung 69 says he's a sleepy boy and it's midnight in Austria and he's gonna go sleep. Have a good one, guys. Till next time. All right, later, Kevin. Hope you have a good one. Keep me in your dreams. Just kidding. That's disturbing. Hi, bro. With the 3D Mario collection just for Mega Man Battle Network and Star Force collection on the Switch, says Andy. I never played those games, but they haven't been released recently, right? I know there was the Mega Man ZX thing that was released on Switch. I don't know if it was recently, but those games were like DS games, right? And they barely released them, like in a collection. But I think the collection was on DS, so I might be a little wrong about that. Well, yeah. We should just re-release everything, so everything could just be. Everything should run like on the same like hardware and stuff, so that way everything could be like kind of like the Xbox One, or I mean the Xbox Series X, which can play literally every single generation of Xbox, which I still think is crazy. I give mad props to Microsoft for doing that. The fact that we can play games from all the way from the original Xbox up to now is fantastic. And on the same system too. God. Compared to like PlayStation, because I was more, I wouldn't say a fanboy, but I was more into like, Sony and their products as well, like PlayStation and all that. And I had a TV by them for quite a few, years. And I recently bought some headphones, by the way. Sony headphones. They're okay. I'm not gonna go any further into that because it's gonna go straight into like a tangent. But yeah, Sony doesn't really focus too much on backwards compatibility. Like we had that on the PS3. You could play some PS2 games and some PS1 games, but they lost that with the PS4. Like they had PS2 classics, but not that many PS3 games were remastered. Like we did have like Uncharted and all the other third parties doing their own thing with like porting their games, but like compared to Xbox and their efforts to make older games more compatible with newer hardware, it doesn't really scratch the surface. Especially when there's games like Skate 3 that are like updated with like 4K support and 60 FPS, or I don't know if Skate 3 was originally 60. I think it was. But the fact that it's in 4K now, that's crazy. And one of the reasons why I feel like I should probably switch over to Xbox, because I do like playing older games, and I don't really play that many newer games. I think the newest game I played was New Horizons, and here I am playing a game from 2 years ago, The World Ends With You, and I'm still enjoying it. That's me. Let's see. Man, I don't even know where that started from. That tangent for Xbox and stuff. But Sonic Fan 29 says Jack Bros remake when? Right? Alice needs to get on that. I mean, when are we gonna? We should just get a Virtual Boy collection where all the good or actually, why not? All Virtual Boy games are on there, and there's only like 20 in America, right? Or was it 50? It was a low amount. Actually, it might have been 20 because I remember in the AVGN review, he has like the entire stack in his like hand like this. So it's got to be a pretty small number, like 20. But yeah, they need to remaster that. And I'm pretty sure it'd come out as a good remaster because, like, if LaRue's anything to go off of, Jack Bros is a pretty good game. And from the small amount of footage that I've watched, it does look pretty good. And it's pretty short, too, I think. Assuming since it's a portable game. Portable in the with the biggest air quotes in America because Virtual Boy is not portable. It's definitely furthest away from portable you could get. Like, it's got the name Boy, like Virtual Boy, but it ain't no Game Boy, trust me. I actually have a Virtual Boy, and I remember trying to like bring it somewhere. I think I think I brought it to like my cousin's house, and like that was just a pain in the butt. And like, yeah, they should just make a collection of at least all the Nintendo games because there's some really good gems on there. There's a Wario Land. I really like that game. Virtual Boy Wario Land. Galactic Pinball was pretty good. Oh, and Red Alarm, which is basically just Star Fox, but red, and there was an alarm for some reason. I remember playing that game, and I could not figure it out to save my life. A lot of those games were pretty... Some of the controls are crazy, like complicated, like Red Alarm. Since there's two D-pads, they made use of them. And I think the right D-pad, like, strafes, kind of? I don't know. I wouldn't say strafes, but that's like the closest comparison I could get to. Because it doesn't like turn you around like how you would assume like a second analog stick would do. Or it doesn't turn around the camera. It literally moves like the airship. And you just go like left. Like you're strafing. Like you're not turning around or anything. You're just like left. Left or right, right. You're not like left or right. You're left. Right. That was probably a better way to demonstrate what I was talking about. But yeah, Nintendo should get on that. There's definitely probably going to be some nostalgia for the Virtual Boy, especially for people, weird people like me, who had one back in the day. But yeah, and it needs to include Jack Bros because that game, I'm assuming, kicks ass. And was apparently, according to Sonic Fan 29, called the best Virtual Boy game? Really? That good, huh? I really liked Wario Land, so it's got a lot to live up to then. Although it is SMT, so I'll give it the pass for best Virtual Boy game. Because I'm just that biased, I guess you could say. Will Nocturne HD come out in the West after 5? Said Andy. That I do not know. I'm assuming it will come out before because was it spring something, and what was it? SMT5 is coming out at an undisclosed date in 2021. I'm just glad they gave us a year finally. But I feel like it would, considering it's 3. It would make sense it would come out before 5 comes out, so that way people could be like, whoa, I'm playing the 3rd game before the 5th? Okay. Okay. I don't know, it's such a weird game to remaster, but it's one that needed a remaster. Like, it needed one, like, immediately, because that game did not look good. And the fact that they didn't even fix the sound just really makes me sad. Like, I don't know what it was. Did they just lose the masters from the guitar solos and stuff? And that's why they had to deal with the low sound quality. And even if that was the case, like, just put the original, just put the CD tracks on there. I don't care. We can lose some solos, some guitar solos, if it means that the sound quality is not going to be like a can of Coke being crushed in your hand. Because that's what it sounds like. It's so bad. But I don't know. But I don't think so. Honestly, I feel like SMT5, because Nocturne's coming out in October in Japan this year, right? I feel like the same thing might happen for SMT5. Because that's kind of like that's something that I noticed with Atlas. They like to release around Halloween or like October, not specifically like Halloween. Like I know SMT1 came out October 30th or 31st. Exactly Halloween, I don't know, but the same thing happened for Persona 5. That came out October 31st, I think. And Nocturne HD is coming out October 30th. So that's like, I don't know if it's like the Halloween thing that they're going for, or they're just like, oh, this is a more convenient date for us. But I feel like SMT5 might come out next year in October. Don't quote me on that. I'm just making a guess. But yeah, hopefully it does, so it could be super spooky. Oh, okay. October 29th. I was wrong. But still pretty close to Halloween, said Sonic Fan 29. But yeah, that's just my guess. For the West, it's coming out spring 2021, and I'm guessing will come out in the winter. Maybe winter. You know, I could see them doing that. Because SMT doesn't need a release like when November is like occurring or whatever, like in the fall. I could see them going for a winter release too. Besides, when Persona 5 was supposed to come out, winter 2014. Never forget. But yeah. Moving on, Sonic Fan 29 says, have you seen the second trailer for Nocturne HD? I have not. There's a second trailer? Is it about Dante from the Devil May Cry series? Yes. If you can link it, that'd be awesome. I'd like to check that out. I won't check it out on stream, obviously. I don't want this thing to get messed up again, because it seems like any little thing I get, like any little like notification I get, it just boom, destroys the stream. Like when my mom was texting me, it was chaos central. SMT1 came out October 30th. There we go. Thanks for confirming for me. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, see, it's very close to Halloween. They know what they're doing. They know they're releasing their spooky game near a spooky day. And they're not afraid to do it. And good for them, because Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. Let's see. Andy says, I was planning to play Nocturne on PCSX2 with P3 as my first Megaten on August. Then the Direct Mini happened. Oh god, tell me about it, dude. Same thing with Strange Journey. Literally the day before the Strange Journey Redux was announced, I started playing Strange Journey OG for the DS. And I was like, yeah, I love this game. I'm gonna put in a few hours, and then I put in like 2 hours or so. And then the next day, it's just like, hey everybody, guess what? You know that game Michael was playing yesterday? Well, let's put out a new remastered version on 3DS with all these cool features and everything. And I was like, oh god, not again. Every single time. Let's see. Sonic Fan 29. It's kind of petering out a bit. Oh shoot, it's already 2 hours and 6 minutes. Sonic Fan 29 says it's the newest video on Atlas Japan's YouTube if you want to watch it on your phone or something. How new is it? Did it just come out like today? Let me see. Atlas Japan, Nocturne. Let's see. Remaster 6 days ago. Oh wow, that was pretty recent actually. dang, it's crazy how long ago it was. How long ago Nocturne HD got announced. When I was there, when I woke up, that was like the first thing I remember. I remember one of my friends texted me in like our group chat, and he was just like Mega 10 3 remaster. I'm like, and since I was looking at the text while I was half asleep, I thought it said Mega Man 3. So I was like, oh, this is an interesting Mega Man game to remaster, but cool, okay. And then I looked at the Kotaku, and I saw Nocturne HD. I'm like, oh my god, what? And then like one of the other articles was like SMT5. And I'm like, what? I was losing my mind. I thought I was going crazy. All right, there's someone talking about minions. Nathan E, what are you talking about minions for? This is a minion a minion free zone. But it's okay if you like minions. They are funny, Nathan. I do agree with that, but this is a minion free zone, so we have to abide by those rules. No minions. Unless you're respectful. I'm just kidding. You find what you find funny, Nathan. I won't let you take that. I won't take that away from you. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Mega Man 3 Remaster, the best Mega 10 game. Yeah, dude. I feel like Mega Man 3 was my favorite Mega 10 game as well, because I don't know, I just really liked the conflict between Wily and Light that Mega Man was trying to figure out who to side with, and then he ended up just shooting God in the face with his Mega Buster. That was a crazy ending, by the way. I appreciate. Nicholas Hughes asks, "What's this stream about?" You got me. There's whenever I stream, there's like nothing. There's like it's basically just me rambling about nothing and just talking with chat. So I guess just that. I'm sorry that there's like not too much about the stream. I was actually talking recently about I don't know like what you think about it, but I was thinking about like having some streams that like are kind of different. Like, say for example, I'm just like hanging out with a friend or something. Like there's someone there with me other than myself. Or someone else also said live stream Jack Bros, which, I wouldn't be against it. I honestly, like, I did used to do Let's Plays like 5 years ago, or 4 or 6 maybe. I don't even remember anymore. But yeah, and I didn't really like them, but I've been wanting to do like a stream, like a live stream, not on Twitch, but like because I don't really have any consoles that let me stream on Twitch or anything, but like something on my tablet, something like Jack Bro, something simple that I could stream that won't destroy my tablet. And if people would be into that, I would totally do it. I've been wanting to play Jack Bros for a while. And I think that would be the perfect time to play it and just be absolutely terrible at it while the stream yells at me for being bad, which is nothing new. I'm used to getting yelled at for being bad. Talk about my childhood, right? I'm just kidding. Let's see. Nathan E despises of the minions, but why? Just because it's a minion free zone doesn't mean you have to hate them. And he also goes on to say stream Hello Kitty Cruisers. And honestly, that's on my to play list, so you might get a stream about that soon. Sonic Fan 29 says he just realized you got 2K subs in 2 months. That's epic. Oh my god, yes, it is. Honestly, that's crazy how I got so many subs. I don't know if was it in 2 months? Actually, yeah, you're right. It wasn't 2 months, but yeah, I'm already at like 3,400 something. And now that I remember, now that you're talking about subs, that actually reminds me, Nicholas, I have an answer to your question. This stream, while I didn't realize it until right now, this stream is a celebration of reaching 3,000 subs because I reached that like I want to say a week or so ago, and now I'm at 3,400. But like, yeah, I reached the 3,000 subs, and that was like something I wanted to do to celebrate. I wanted to do it in August, but complications arose. I did say I was going to do 2 streams in August, and one of them was the super bad stream, but I never got around to doing the other one, and I'm sorry for that. But yeah, this is to celebrate reaching 3,000 streams, you guys. We did it. You guys did it. I didn't do anything except be funny on Twitter. Yes, that Twitter video did make me blow up indeed. Damn, that thing's still getting views, and it's crazy. I'm still getting comments on it and all that, and I'm happy. I'm happy that people liked it, and that people could see themselves in it and are able to relate with it. And, that's what I really enjoy about it. It's not honestly the views and stuff are cool and all, but I'm just glad that I was able to contribute to the persona community in a positive fashion, and that people were able to latch onto that and see themselves in it and just have fun with the video and the concept. Because I do see people do that sometimes now, like even like in other comments for other videos where they're just like baby baby, and then they just start singing mass destruction or something, or on Twitter. And yeah, so thank you all for doing that. We wouldn't have gotten here without any of you. I wouldn't have gotten here without any of you. Appreciate it. But thanks, Nicholas. I appreciate it. Thank you for the congrats. And Sonic Fan 29 says, tape a P3 disc on your laptop and call the video P3 on PC. The unfortunate thing is I don't have a disc version, so I'd have to buy it. But I think a funnier thing of that would be just placing my PS3 on top of the laptop. Or no, placing a TV playing Persona 3 from my PS3 on the laptop. I'm just saying like it's P3 on the PC. And everyone's like, oh my god. Because I remember that would be pretty cool, because I remember when I did the Persona 4 one, and I just had it the cartridge taped to the screen, and I thought that was hilarious. And not many people did too. I kind of did I did kind of just go around and just pull the rug under people's feet when people were expecting that to actually be a Persona 4 reveal, and they were like, no, it wasn't. Lame. But yeah, that's a pretty good idea, Sonic Fan 29. If I ever do it, I will give you credit, even if it's not going to be the exact one. Like if it's just me putting the TV on a laptop, I'd still do it because you gave me the idea. So I'll have to hold on a sec. Let me screenshot this so that I remember. Yeah, there we go. Screenshot. Now I gotta look at my ugly face when I look at your comment, but that's okay because I'm looking at your comment, and that's better than my face. But yeah, wow, it's already 2 hours and 15 minutes, and it's already gonna be 4. Jeez. So I hate to do this, everybody, but I think it's probably about time that I head out, because there was some I wanted to work on a video right now, and I need to record audio for it, and my stepdad's gonna be arriving in like an hour, or maybe even less. Sometimes he just comes early, and I don't know. But yeah, I'll have to leave soon so that way I could get on to making that video, because when he's here I won't be able to record audio. Like if I do, I'll be disturbing his peace, and I'm pretty sure he wants peace after coming back from work. So yeah, I think this is where we're gonna have to end it, everybody. But even then, I really appreciate you all hanging out and coming out to say hello and asking questions. Thank you so much, Sonic Fan, for being a great question asker. I really appreciate it. And everyone else, you're all great too. Rift348, I love you. Nathan E, even though you're bringing minions into the conversation, you're still great. And he said Baba Boy, and I'm into that as well. MC Gropes, let me just look in here. Let me see that. Let me see who I could say hi to. Andy, I'm gonna be saying bye to you if you're still here. Bye. Kevin Chung, he left already, but if you're watching this through via VOD, Kevin Chung, I'm gonna say bye to you as well. Thank you for coming to the stream. Stephen Alassi. I'm sorry if I miss anybody, but Stephen Alassi, bye. If you're still here, by the way, I can't see who's watching. Chris Burke, I'll see you later. Walter DR, I'll see you later as well. You're a great guy. What does DR stand for? Is that doctor? Or is it Dark Rama, who's up here saying hello? And also, I got to say bye to him. Later, Dark Rama, if you're still watching. Maddox Willocks, bye. Steve Believe and Ren Amamiya, I got to say bye to both of you. And Thanatoaster Bread is one of the coolest names I've ever seen in a while. But I got to say bye to you, man. Shineman7, you're a great guy, asking some super cool questions. 2N6, you're great as well. And Sauce Master, I love your profile pic of Maya. Best girl, one of my favorite protagonists. Wow, man, this thing goes on and on. There's so many names, I'm sorry, but I gotta get going. For those that I didn't say bye to, I still love you, even if I couldn't get around to you. But yeah, this is where we gotta end it. I'll see you later, Nicholas. And I'm glad you liked the Twitter video. Nathan E, Minion Funny is not a good question or comment. Are you sure? I thought it was an okay comment, but yeah. I'll see you guys later. I love you all. You all have a good day and stay safe out there, all right? Bye.